Do you want it raw? Rules as written. Many people do. The majority of people that I see promoting raw, they do something that I don't like. They imply and degrade you making your own stuff. You eliminating something from the game. And putting something of your own in. They don't like it. They prefer game mastery. You'll hear them say things like this. And they'll be doing that to degrade your position. Oh, you don't want to do it raw? Well, then you're not mastering the game. You're not like us. But in reality, what's really happening? They're painting a false picture. There's nobody out there that says make your own stuff, that is saying don't play raw, don't understand the game. No, even me, someone who promotes the idea of making changes and doing your own thing, I tell people go ahead and play rules as written. Learn the game. In my opinion, mastery is learning that all tabletop role-playing games are broken. And when you master one and you find the broken piece, you fix it. And in my opinion, true mastery is when you understand the principles of the game. You understand that layer that's underneath well enough that you can make adjustments. You can create other styles with that and not destroy the game in the process and make something that you want to try. That is true game mastery, but that is not the way they want to paint that picture. What about the OSR? Do you think all the OSR people didn't understand the original game, which they changed around, which they added their own stuff to, and hence we get OSR games? Do you think they didn't understand the game? Do you think they would promote going against raw? Right? And do you think people that promote home brewing or making your own stuff, do you think all those people are against raw? Every person I know that says, I never play raw, but I don't oppose it. I don't hear them coming up with language, to degrade raw. There's nothing wrong with raw. My only opinion is if you're going to play a game long enough, right, and you've mastered it and you've went through all this and you see the broken pieces and, you've been doing the same thing over and over again and again and again, try something new, and you don't always have to go buy a new game. Your mastery of the game that you're playing means you can probably make adjustments, have a different experience with it, have fun, and also get rid of any of those broken pieces that have been tripping you up, which all games have. The people that promote raw, that I see trying to degrade making your own stuff, they seem to make up arguments that I don't hear coming from anyone. They'll tell you that people like myself are making such and such an argument. It will be a very weak argument that they can easily just crush, that they can snuff out without an issue. But I haven't made that weak argument, and neither has anyone that I know that promotes homebrewing or making your own stuff. I haven't heard that argument from them. But this is often something you'll notice. You'll see people promoting raw, and when they're trying to degrade homebrewing, they'll bring up some weak argument that's not real. Of course, they don't want to, contend with any serious criticism, any serious arguments against their position. They don't want to do that. They'll only go after the weak stuff, and they'll be like cowards. They'll stay far away from anything that they really don't have an answer to. What is the real truth? How has this hobby moved forward? If we didn't take one original game, try new things with it, make a new game with it, come up with new ideas, and most of the people that are, were inventing games after D&D were people that played D&D. They were like you and me. But they had to play D&D. They had to make changes. They had to try things and then discover things through that process and then go out and make new games. And if you promote shutting down that type of creativity, what are you doing? You're leaving things to the big market so they can hire teams of people that don't understand what we want to make games? And you're going to go after the people that have made the games, people like me and you throughout the years? You're going to tell them you're going to degrade homebrewing to them, making your own stuff, because you want to promote raw that bad? Look, it's okay to play raw, to like it. But could you fuck off with the nonsense? Where you keep implying that homebrewing is stupid or wrong. It's not. You know it's not. I know it's not. Stop bullshitting. I get that you like raw. I get that that's the way you prefer things, but you need to calm the fuck down. You have to look at the bigger picture. You don't have to become a religious fanatic when it comes to what you like about tabletop role-playing games. You don't have to become delusional and lie to yourself and then deceive everyone else in the process. I'm sorry that what you like might not have the strongest argument behind it. Where you can really force it in there and make people believe, because I know that's your aim. But it doesn't mean you have to become two-faced in the process and try to deceive everyone while you try to falsely put something up on a pedestal that's only on a pedestal in your own mind. Right? If what you like has credibility, it will hold up. Just be honest when you talk about it. And don't go after a core element of the hobby that keeps us going forward and makes it that we don't have to depend on the bigger markets when it comes to our games. And you don't want to shut that down, do you? And at the end of the day, many of us criticize 5e for sticking to things by the book. And you can see the devastating outcome of that there. So obviously, in all situations, sticking to the book doesn't really work. It might work for you with your game, but it's not true in all situations. And when you're promoting RAW, in many ways, you're very general about it, and you'll be promoting RAW for everything. You just don't realize it. Anyway, there is some food for thought. For now, take care. You know what you can do? You can hit the like button. You can share the video. Oh, and there's another button you can press. That one that lets you subscribe to my channel for more content. Oh yeah, there's that bell thing. You can press that so you know when I've uploaded a new video right away.